Hello my dear students, good morning to all of you. In today's session we are going to discuss about one more very important topic, that is ionization processes. Okay, let me start the session now. Here, very important process, that is ionization phenomena. Okay, in this first module basically we are going to study about the various electrical phenomena in the presence of different kinds of dielectric mediums. Okay, electrical phenomena like a conduction phenomena, breakdown phenomena in the presence of dielectric media. Which are those? One, it is gaseous dielectric media, one more is solid dielectric media, another one is liquid dielectric media. First we have started with the conduction as well as the breakdown phenomena in the presence of which media, that is gaseous dielectric medium. Okay, a gas in its normal state is almost perfect insulator. When high voltage is applied between these two electrodes, this is one, it is anode and another one is cathode. When we apply a high voltage between these two electrodes, means what will happen? Due to this high voltage, huge amount of current, that is high voltage is high means obviously the current will also be high itself. Then huge amount of the current will flows between these two electrodes. Due to this increased value of the current, the insulating media, which insulating media will be present here, that is gaseous medium. Example for this gaseous medium, that is air itself. Due to this increased value of the current, the insulating media between these two electrodes gets breakdown. Getting my point? Or nothing but we can say that a short circuit takes place between these two electrodes. When short circuit will takes place? Only when the insulation media between these two electrodes gets failed, right? So that is why, so the process that is primarily responsible for the breakdown of the gases. What is that? Which are those processes for the breakdown occurs between the electrodes? Means there are four processes are there. The first one is ionization by collision, second one is photoionization, third one is secondary ionization processes, and fourth one is electronic attachment process. Okay, the first very important process is, that is ionization by collision process. Before proceeding to the ionization by collision, by considering the collision, just we need to understand first what is the definition of this ionization. So ionization is nothing but what? It is the process by which an atom or the molecule, which atom or molecule? That is gaseous atom or a molecule which acquires the negative or positive charge. How it is going to acquire the positive or negative charge? By gaining or losing the electrons. Keep it in mind. What is the definition of ionization? Ionization, it is nothing but the process by which an atom or a molecule, which atom or a molecule? That is gaseous atom or a molecule. This atom, it is going to acquire negative or positive charge. How it will gain? How? In the sense that by gaining or losing the electrons during which process? Collision process. Getting my point? So first we need to understand the process. Let us consider. So in general we'll discuss about this ionization process. So general structure of this, just for example, generally we'll discuss about in detail in manner of the ionization process. Okay, here let us consider the structure of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride symbol is NaCl itself. Is it right? Sodium chloride, it is nothing but the common salt we use in our day-to-day life itself. Is it right? So now the atomic number of sodium, that is 11, and the atomic number of this chlorine, that is 17. Getting my point? Sodium atomic number is 11 and the chlorine atomic number is 17. Okay, that means that what? Sodium has a 11 number of electrons and the chlorine has 17 number of electrons. Just you count it, you will get Na. It will be consist of the 11 electrons. Just you count these number of electrons will be 11 here. This chlorine is having the number of electrons as a 17. Okay, so next here, now atomic structure or the arrangement of electrons in their orbits, what we are going to be observing this diagram. Okay, so okay, from this figure Na, sodium atom has only one electron in its outermost orbit. Getting my point? The sodium has only single electron in its outermost orbit. And here chlorine, you can observe it, how many electrons are there in the outermost orbit here? There are, where chlorine contains the 7 electrons in its outermost orbit. Okay. But we know that for stability of the atoms, generally it requires 8 number of electrons in the outermost orbit here. Then we can say that both atoms, sodium and chlorine, which is not stable, because in the outermost orbit only one electron is there, and even chlorine is also having the 7 number of electrons. But the stability of the atom, how many electrons should be there in the outermost orbit? That is 8. Okay. Then now when these two, sodium and the chlorine, if when brought together, means sodium atom loses its outermost electron. It loses its outermost electron and becomes positively charged. And now chlorine, what will happen? This chlorine atom is negatively charged, and we know that according to the Coulomb's law, the electrostatic force acting between the, we know that what? Electrostatic force between the two opposite charges will be given by how? F is equal to Q1 Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught epsilon r d square itself. So by combining together, both brought together, means this sodium will loses one of its electron, and then nothing but what? It is going to loses its one electron, and this chlorine, because here 7 number of electrons are there in the outermost orbit, but the stability of the atom, we need 8 electrons at the outermost orbit. That is why this electron will come here and this will get stable itself. That is why that is nothing but the ionization process. Ionization process means what I told here, a gas atom or the molecules which acquires the which acquires what? Positive or negative charge. How? By gaining or losing the electron. Here sodium is losing its one electron, and here chlorine is gaining that electron. Getting my point? By losing and gaining the electron, it acquires the positive or negative charge itself. That process, it is going to be called it as what? Ionization process. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, then so first important process, ionization. In general view, we have discussed about the what exactly the ionization. Now we'll discuss with respect to the collision process, how ionization will takes place. Okay, the ionization by collision process. Okay, the processes that are responsible for the breakdown of the gases, these four processes will be responsible. In that, first we'll discuss about the ionization by collision. Okay, see here. Okay, let me consider what it is, a low, here let me consider two electrode system. This two electrode system, it is immersed in the gaseous medium, and here if we consider a low pressure gas column will be present between these two electrodes here. Getting my point? When we apply a electric field or the voltage between these two electrodes, means any electron, when we apply the voltage, means any electrons starting at the cathode, and it will be accelerated more and more between the collisions with the gaseous molecule here during the its travel towards what? Anode. Getting my point? What we are considered here? First we are discussing about the ionization by collision process. For that purpose, what I had considered here, two electrode system which is immersed in the gaseous medium. When we apply a voltage or the electric field is applied to this two parallel plate electrodes, then what will happen? An electron starting at the cathode, it will travels and it will accelerated more and more and starts collide with the gaseous molecule and moving towards what? Anode. Getting my point? So during this traveling of this electrons, it is very lighter in weight compared to what? Gaseous molecule. That is why what will happen? This electron loses its energy. Getting my point? Energy it is going to be loses. Then what? Which molecule it is going to be gains the energy? Obviously this gaseous, neutral gaseous molecule gains the energy by the electron. Getting my point? So whatever the energy it is gained by the electron, then this energy gaining represented by this E, this energy gained will be greater than or exceeds the ionization potential. Ionization potential it is represented by a V suffix I itself. What is ionization potential? Ionization potential it is nothing but which is the energy required to dislodge an electron from the atomic shell. Getting my point? So what I told here, this energy gained by the gaseous molecules gains the energy by the electron itself, but the whatever the energy it is there, it will be greater than the ionization potential. Ionization potential means what? Which is the energy required to dislodge an electron from an atomic shell itself. Getting my point? That is why ionization process takes place. Getting my point? How will represent this one? So how will, in the sense that first initially when we apply electric field here, electrons starts flowing here. This electron I had represented here plus which atom? That is gaseous atom. This electron it is going to be colliding with the gaseous atom. Electron plus gaseous atom. When it or as a product what we'll get? Some additional electrons are going to be released plus positive ions. Nothing but A plus is positive ion and some secondary electrons are also going to be released here. Getting my point? So see here, the positive ions it is going to be produces nothing but what it is? Ionization process takes place. How ionization process takes place? Energy gaining it is going to be occurs, right? Energy it is going to be exceeds the ionization potential and it will produces the positive ion itself. Again the secondary electrons here, E negative means this is E negative is the electron itself. This secondary electrons, again the secondary electrons are going to be collide with the neutral gaseous molecules or the gaseous atom. Again some electrons are going to be releases positive ions, again another secondary electrons. This process will be like in a repeating manner or like a cyclical manner. Getting my point? So or else few of the electrons can be produced from this cathode also. How? In the sense that by providing some external means in the sense that by falling on this cathode, falling on the cathode the ultraviolet light, if it is light energy we are going to be used instead of providing this high voltage source. So by this ultraviolet light which is falling on this cathode, it will generate what it is? It will generate the electrons and these electrons are going to be collide with the neutral gaseous molecules. Again the ionization process it is going to be takes place. How the ionization process takes place? Nothing but what? The energy gained, the energy of the electron, so that is going to be transferred to the heavy neutral gas molecules. Getting my point? So nothing but, so here which produces the, again same here also the electrons are going to be releases after falling the ultraviolet radiation. These electrons are going to be collide with the neutral gas molecules. As a result it will produces the some electrons plus positive ions, some secondary electrons are going to be releases. Getting my point? Again this same process it is going to be repeat. How it will repeat? These secondary electrons are going to be collide with the neutral gas molecules and it will produces some electrons plus positive ion. Again some additional electrons are going to be releases. So this ionization process it is going to be takes place in a cyclical manner itself. So this is process it is going to be call it as what? Ionization by collision process. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay. Thank you.